Hello, faculty and staff. Just to touch base in the last few weeks of school, believe it or not, it is coming to an end and all too quickly. And whenever anybody talks to me about, oh, you must be so excited about the end of the school year, I'm always excited about the end of the school year because it's graduation time, and I find that to be a great opportunity to talk about the great things that we have done for the last 4 years with our seniors. But at the same time, the last 4 weeks are always so hectic and so busy. We need to be aware of the fact that we need to stay focused with our students in the last 4 weeks. That being the case, let me talk about leave requests. Last 2 weeks of school, from 5/22 to the end of the school year, there are to be no personal days at that time. So please make sure that if you're going to be taking personal days, it happens in the next 2 weeks, not the final 2 weeks of the school year. Also, that rolls into another item that we need to be aware of, sub-teacher availability. We are having the hardest time right now trying to make sure that we bring in enough subs to cover some of the illness, the field trips, the personal days. Do be aware of the fact that it's a very tough time to see anyone missing. If you're ill, you're ill, and I know some illness is going around at this time, and there's nothing you can do about that. If you're going to take a personal day in the next couple of weeks, make sure the personal day is taken in such a fashion that it's not going to be at a time when a lot of people are gone. We're seeing as many as 10 to 11 to 12 people gone, and especially when we talk about athletics taking place at this time, we find that a lot of our coaches that are on staff are having to leave, and then we have to make coverage for them. But with that being said, I want to thank many of you for the work that you have done in subbing and covering for your colleagues. I appreciate that greatly. Our students appreciate that. So thank you very much for covering for one another. Let's keep that up as well. A couple of weeks ago, we put out for you these nifty water bottles. You gotta love these water bottles. And I want to show you something about these water bottles that you may not have picked up on to begin with. This little contraption that goes inside, this is for fruit. You can put fruit in this. This is really pretty cool. I thought this was really nifty, and I know I'm enjoying that. Put some strawberries in there, some oranges, some whatever. Place that in, like so. Drop the water in. Put the top on. Shake it all about, and look what you have. A nice flavored drink, a nice flavored water, all for you. And obviously this is the least we could do for you for our appreciation for what you do, and I want to thank you. With this being put aside, I want to thank all of the staff members and faculty for all the work that you do here at LUHS. I greatly appreciate that, and thank you. Thank you, thank you. I know our students appreciate it as well. Keep up the great work that you're doing, and again, thank you again. Along with that, I want to tell you, as we're going through my learning plan and pay for performance, this gives me a great opportunity to let you know that I'm really impressed with what you do in your classrooms to begin with all the observations we have had, but also with the artifacts, the number of artifacts that you are putting into your My Learning Plan, and also for those people that are going ahead with my pay for performance. I'm impressed with what you have done, and I greatly appreciate it, and I hope you hear that from me, and I'll say it again. I greatly appreciate what you do, so thank you very much. Yes, and now a couple of things to finish up. We're getting close to the end of the year, and I thought I'd just get you prepped for this. At the end of the year, we do have a checkout procedure. At that time, we will ask you to go through that procedure. We will be putting in front of you, in your mailboxes, the procedure that we will follow at the end of the year. And I'm talking about the final week of school. We're talking about graduation day. We're talking about the half day in which we'll be meeting with our students. And then obviously on the 8th, that Monday, what we will be doing for our professional development day and our final day together at that time. So we will be getting that out to you probably within a week or so, probably sometime next week. And please read that, take a look at it. We'll also probably put together another survey to get some ideas for next year when it comes to professional development days, what types of things you think we need to be looking at, 30 hours, what types of things we need to be thinking about for 30 hours, and some other ideas as well. So we'll be doing that, and that will all be on your final checkout list that you'll be looking at. The final item at this point in time is pertaining to 30 hours. 30 hours this week, I'm talking about Thursday and into next week. We will not be meeting for 30 hours. We will not be meeting 30 hours as a collective group as we've done throughout the year, but this is the time in which we get together with all of our CLTs. Principals in charge of specific CLTs, this is the list you should be looking at. I will get that out to you as well. I would like to have all the CLTs meet with the principals that are in charge of the CLT that you are involved with. We need to get together, talk a little bit about your SLO, talk about where you're at with your SLO, and then as we move forward, hopefully then by the end of April, or excuse me, end of May, that's what we're talking about, actually the 15th, we wanted to have everybody done with their My Learning Plan. The rest of the people, over and above the My Pay for Performance program, the rest of you should have your My Learning Plan finished at that time. Now, you can't take care of your SLO until the end, and at the end that will be incorporating your final assessment, whatever you're using for comparative to the end, from the beginning to the end, and be working with that to finalize your SLO, and that will then be reviewed as well. So if you have any other questions, please make sure that you respond on the software, and I'll answer those questions as quickly as I can. To be finished, let me just thank you for all that you've done. Again, I can't say that enough to you, but I'm going to say it again. Thank you for all that you have done. I appreciate your efforts, your work with our students, and let's finish strong right to the very end, right to the final assessments, right to the final day, and then right through graduation. Thank you again. Have a great day. Have a great couple of days. Have a great finish to your school year, and I'll see you soon. Have a good one.